this might be the video that finally makes everything click. You've heard the phrase before, haven't you? As above, so below. As within, so without. It sounds poetic, even mystical. But what if I told you that this is not just a saying? It's a law, a fundamental law of how the universe and your prosperity really works. And once you understand it, once you apply it, you'll never chase money the same way again. In fact, you won't chase money at all. Because money will begin to mirror you. Your thoughts, your emotions, your vibration, your inner reality. Everything happening within you is already creating a blueprint for what shows up around you. And that is the key to unlocking financial flow. Welcome to this powerful video series where we explore the second Hermetic principle, the law of correspondence. We're going deep. We'll break down what this principle truly means, how it connects your inner world to your external wealth, and most importantly, how to use it to manifest more money, more opportunities, and more peace than you ever imagined. In this video, you'll learn the ancient foundation of the second principle, why your current bank account is a mirror, not a punishment, how your beliefs and emotions are broadcasting your financial reality, and the exact steps to shift your inner landscape to align with prosperity in the real world. You'll also hear names of philosophers, mystics, and modern thinkers who've studied and proven this truth through experience and observation. But I want to be clear, this video is not just about theory. This is about transformation. So if you're tired of wishing, hoping, or wondering why others seem to manifest wealth while you stay stuck, this is your moment to shift that permanently. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you're ready to become a conscious creator of your financial reality. Hit that like button so the algorithm knows this content is valuable and shows it to more people ready to receive this wisdom. And most importantly, stay with me until the end. Because Chapter 6, the final chapter, includes a powerful step-by-step process to activate this law in your daily life and start seeing financial changes fast. But first, let's unlock the foundation. Let's understand why as within, so without isn't just a mystical phrase, but the mechanism of manifestation itself. We're going to explore the second Hermetic principle, the principle of correspondence. You might know it by its ancient phrase, as above, so below, as within, so without. And while it sounds mystical, almost poetic, it is in truth a fundamental law of the universe. A blueprint, a mirror, a secret language between the seen and the unseen. And it's been hiding in plain sight. The origins of the law. Let's begin with where this principle comes from. Right, the Hermetic principles were first recorded in the Kybalion, a book published in the early 1900s by the three initiates. But their wisdom dates back to ancient Egypt and is attributed to the legendary figure Hermes Trismegistus. Hermes was believed to be a combination of the Egyptian god Thoth and the Greek god Hermes, a master of wisdom, healing, and divine communication. He taught that the universe operates according to 7 universal laws, unchanging, unwavering, eternal. And the second principle, the law of correspondence, reveals one of the greatest keys to manifestation. Your outer world is not separate from your inner world. It is a reflection of it. What this means for you, especially financially. Now I want you to sit with this. Your current financial reality is a mirror, not a punishment, not a curse, not a coincidence. It's a mirror, And I know that might be hard to hear. Because if your bank account is low, if your bills are piling up, if your income feels stuck, the last thing you want to hear is, "This is a reflection of your inner world." But please don't hear this as blame. Hear it as empowerment. Because if your finances are a reflection, that means they can change when you change your frequency. The micro and the macro. The law of correspondence is often described as above, so below, as below, so above, as within, so without, as without, so within. It means the patterns in the macrocosm, the universe, the stars, the collective mirror, the patterns in the microcosm, your thoughts, your feelings, your choices. The structure of a galaxy resembles the pattern of a seashell. The energy in an atom follows the same rhythm as a solar system. Everything is connected. Fractals, reflections, echoes. And so your financial environment, the money you attract, the deals you close, the career you're in, all of it is dancing to the rhythm of your inner music. Ta-ta. If you want to change your external results, you start by changing your internal frequency. What science says. Now you might wonder, is this just spiritual talk? Well, no. Even modern science has caught up with ancient wisdom. In quantum physics, we see that the observer affects the observed. That means the act of observation, your attention, your intention actually changes what is being observed. Your consciousness interacts with matter. Physicist John Wheeler once said, "We live in a participatory universe," which means you are not a passive bystander. You are a co-creator. Your beliefs are architects. Let's talk about belief. Because the most powerful part of as within, so without is that your beliefs become blueprints for your reality. If you believe money is hard to get, you'll create situations where it is. If you believe rich people are greedy, you'll subconsciously avoid becoming wealthy. If you believe you're not good enough to earn more, you'll find yourself underpaid and overlooked. Why? Because your subconscious beliefs act like instructions sent directly into the quantum field. And the field responds, not to your desires, but to your dominant vibration. This is why people can do all the right actions but still stay stuck. Because it's not about the action alone. It's about the vibration behind the action. So, how do you use the law of correspondence to manifest wealth? Step 1. Start within. Your first task is not to work harder. It's to clear the distortion in your inner mirror. That means releasing limiting beliefs about money, healing old wounds related to receiving, forgiving yourself for financial mistakes, visualizing a version of you who already lives in wealth, feeling the emotions of abundance before it shows up. When you align your inner world with wealth, the outer world will rise to meet it. Not overnight, but with precision. This law doesn't fail. It only reflects. Let me share a quick story. There was a woman, let's call her Sarah. She worked hard. She had a stable job, but she never seemed to get ahead financially. She'd save a little, then her car would break down. She'd get a bonus, then suddenly owe taxes. She felt cursed. But what changed everything wasn't more effort. It was an internal shift. She realized through journaling and coaching that she held a belief that having money is unsafe. Why? Because growing up, when her family had money, they fought more. There was stress, betrayal, even divorce. So she subconsciously learned having money leads to loss. Once she saw that, she did the work. She rewired the belief. She practiced gratitude. She visualized herself wealthy and safe. and slowly her reality began to shift. She started attracting clients. Unexpected money came in, and for the first time, she didn't sabotage it. Because her inner world finally aligned with the abundance she desired. The law of correspondence is not a theory. It's a mirror. And once you begin treating your inner world as the source of your outer world, you'll stop reacting and start creating. How? In the next chapter, we'll dive into the emotional frequency of money and how to become an energetic match for prosperity. But before we go, if this opened your eyes or resonated deeply, take a moment right now to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. I am the source of my wealth. Because when you write it, you declare it, and the mirror responds. Now that you understand the mirror, it's time to adjust the light that reflects into it. Unless, you see, your emotions are more than reactions. They're vibrational commands. Every time you feel resentment, you're sending out a signal. Every time you feel gratitude, you're sending another. And the universe listens. It responds, not to the words you say, but to the frequency you embody. This is why many people try to manifest money with their mouths, while vibrating lack in their hearts. And they wonder why nothing shifts. It's because the universe reads energy, not lip service. That's why aligning your inner emotional state is the fastest way to shift your external financial results. Gratitude becomes your gateway. Joy becomes your magnet. Peace becomes your proof that wealth is not something you chase, it's something you allow. Let's get practical. Imagine you wake up tomorrow and you don't feel inspired. You look at your bills, you scroll your bank account, and your stomach sinks. At that exact moment, you have a choice. You can spiral into fear, or you can shift. You can ask yourself, what is one thing I can feel grateful for right now? It could be the roof over your head, the fact that you can hear this video, the air in your lungs, the possibility of change. And as you focus there, even for 30 seconds, your inner climate warms, your frequency rises, and the mirror begins to fog up and reset. That's how fast the law works. That's how deeply it listens. Now you may ask, but how long do I need to feel this way for it to work? And the answer is not a matter of time. It's a matter of consistency. Just like brushing your teeth, just like eating nourishing food, you align every day, you check in, you clear out the emotional clutter, and you remember who you are. You are not a victim of financial circumstances. You are not stuck. You are not late. You are learning to read the language of the universe, and the second Hermetic principle is one of its oldest dialects. As within, so without. As above, so below. Now let's expand this further. Have you ever noticed that when you feel confident, the world responds? People smile at you more, doors open, opportunities appear. That's not just your imagination, that's correspondence in action. Your internal energy doesn't lie, and it doesn't stay hidden. Whether you know it or not, your frequency is announcing your beliefs before you even speak. This is why shifting your mindset isn't just helpful, it's necessary. You must become the version of yourself who already lives in financial flow. Not just in your head, but in your nervous system, in your habits, in your posture, in your breath. Everything communicates. And as you calibrate internally, you create externally. The shift may begin subtly, an unexpected payment, a surprising refund, an old client reaching back out, a new opportunity whispered through a friend. But make no mistake, you are causing it. Because the moment you tuned into abundance, the mirror had no choice but to reflect it. Now some people hear this and say, but I've tried this before. I did affirmations. I journaled. Nothing changed. And to that I say, you weren't wrong. But perhaps you were still carrying a seed of doubt. Perhaps you were doing the rituals without fully believing in the outcome. That's okay. You're human, and belief isn't built in a day. But if you stay in the work, if you remind yourself each morning, I am the source of my wealth, then eventually your subconscious rewrites the script. And once it does, there's no going back. Money begins to arrive without tension. Your nervous system feels safe receiving. You're no longer grasping, you're receiving. That's the shift. That's the mirror. That's the law. Now take a breath. Feel that in your body. You're not just learning this, you're becoming this. And from this point forward, you'll never look at money the same way again. Let's talk about something that most people overlook when they're trying to manifest money. Environment. And no, I'm not just talking about your physical space, although that matters too. I'm talking about your inner environment, your mental atmosphere, your emotional weather. Because just like plants can't grow in dry, cracked soil, prosperity can't take root in a mind filled with fear, guilt, and shame. So ask yourself right now, what is the energetic climate you've been living in? Have you been waking up anxious about money, checking your account with dread, saying I'm broke, even as a joke? These things matter. Every word is a seed. Every thought is water or poison. And the law of correspondence doesn't pick favorites. It simply reflects. So if your inner world is filled with doubt and tension, you're going to see financial friction outside you. But when your inner world begins to radiate clarity, trust, and abundance, that's when magic begins to unfold. Now I want to tell you something important, and I want you to breathe it in. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are not blocked. You are just out of rhythm, and rhythm can always be restored. This is a frequency universe, and you are a vibrational being. So when you tune yourself like an instrument, you don't need to force money to come. You become the music that money wants to dance with. Let me say that again. You become the music that money wants to dance with. And it starts with alignment. Now, alignment is not about perfection. It's not about pretending everything's fine when it's not. It's about truth. It's about sitting with your limiting beliefs, not judging them, but witnessing them with compassion and choosing new ones. For example, instead of I'll never get out of debt, say, every day I am moving toward freedom. Instead of I'm terrible with money, say, I am learning to become a wise steward of wealth. Instead of rich people are greedy, say, money amplifies who I already am, and I choose to do good with mine. These reframes are more than positive thinking. They're rewiring your subconscious, and that rewiring changes your reality. Now let's add another layer. Seed. The law of correspondence also invites you to look at the people you surround yourself with, because your inner world is influenced by the outer voices you allow in. So, take inventory. Who are you listening to? Who do you talk to about money? Do they lift your frequency or lower it? You don't need to cut people out of your life, but you do need to protect your vibration, because the world is full of scarcity programming. And if you don't consciously choose abundance, scarcity will choose you by default. So turn your attention toward the people, books, videos, mentors, and messages that nourish your wealth mindset. You are a garden. Be mindful of what you allow to grow. Now take a deep breath, because the truth is you already know all of this, don't you? Some part of you, the ancient, wise part, has always known that your world outside reflects your world inside. So, this video is not just about learning, it's about remembering. It's about reclaiming your power as a conscious creator of wealth. And I know you're ready for that. That's why you're still here. That's why you found this channel. And that's why in the final part of this journey, we're going to take everything you felt and anchor it into your being. But first, let's pause. Let's honor the truth that just landed in your heart. And while you're here, take a moment to support this space. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't yet, and drop this in the comments. I create my wealth from the inside out. Because when you write it, you amplify it, you embody it, you become it. And when we return, we'll close this journey together and seal the shift you just made. Ready? Take a breath and allow every word you hear to settle into your being. This is not just a meditation. It's a reprogramming, a vibrational recalibration of your energy field. As I speak, feel these words as if they're your own. Feel them as if they've always been true. I align my inner world with the abundance I desire. I know that my thoughts are powerful mirrors. As I shift within, my reality transforms. I feel calm. I feel whole. I feel worthy. And the universe responds to my vibration. I no longer chase money. I become a magnet for it, because I understand that wealth is energy, and I am aligned. As I expand my gratitude, my income expands. As I honor my worth, the world reflects that value back to me. I speak abundance. I think abundance. I radiate abundance, and the world has no choice but to return that frequency. Every time I breathe in peace, I breathe out resistance. Every time I believe in possibility, the mirror responds. I am no longer ruled by fear. I am guided by vision. My internal state creates my external results, and I choose to feel wealthy now. Even before the evidence shows up, I know that the mirror is shifting, and that's all the proof I need. As above, so below. As within, so without. The universe is a reflection, and I am the source. I tune myself to the frequency of receiving. I feel safe with more. I feel prepared for more. I feel excited by more. And so, more comes. Money flows to me in ways that are effortless and aligned. Opportunities appear that match my inner truth. Clients, ideas, and partnerships show up with perfect timing, not because I forced it, but because I tuned to it. This is the law of correspondence in action. I live it. I trust it. I become it. I'm a conscious creator of my reality. I am a vibrational being of power. I am financially free. Not someday, now. And every time I return to this vibration, I remember who I truly am. Let these affirmations wash over you. Repeat them daily. Breathe into them. Let them become the dominant frequency within your body, your mind, your soul. And watch as the mirror of the universe responds with wealth, peace, and prosperity. You are not hoping, you are remembering. You are not waiting, you are aligning. You are not lost, you are in perfect rhythm with the law that never fails. As within, so without. Just feel it. Feel the shift that happened inside you. You didn't just watch a video. You allowed yourself to remember a universal truth. a truth that has been waiting inside you all along. That wealth is not something out there to chase. It's something you awaken in here within. The second Hermetic principle didn't just teach us that, as within, so without. It gave us the blueprint to shape our entire reality by mastering the inner landscape. And now you've seen it. You've seen how your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, your inner stories are not invisible. They're loud, they're magnetic, they're creative forces. And every time you choose to align with peace instead of panic, with gratitude instead of guilt, with abundance instead of lack, you're rewriting your financial reality in real time. Now listen closely. You don't have to be perfect. You don't need to do it right every single day. You just need to remember that your inner world is sacred, that your energy is your wealth, that your mindset is your currency, and that the mirror of life is always listening. So, as you step forward after this video, let the mirror reflect your truth. Let it reflect your calm, your courage, your readiness, your self-worth, your decision to rise. You are no longer someone trying to manifest. You are someone who is already creating with every breath you take. You are the source. You are the pattern. You are the cause. And the effects, they're already on the way. Now, if this video resonated with you, if it sparks something inside that feels undeniable, then this is your moment to act. Hit the subscribe button so you never miss another activation like this. Tap, like not just for the algorithm, but as a personal yes to this new chapter. And if you want to anchor this vibration publicly, write in the comments, I am wealth, I am aligned, I am ready. Because words create. Your declaration matters, and your frequency is rising. Finally, if you're ready to take this even further, we've created something special for you. In the next video, you'll be guided through a powerful audio of prosperity affirmations, played over the frequency of 528 Hz. This frequency is known as the miracle tone for attracting healing, harmony, and abundance. Let this next phase be an activation. Put on your headphones, close your eyes, and let the vibration of wealth reprogram your entire field. This is your time, and wealth is just a frequency away. I'll see you there,